Alright guys, we're back with another video today. We are up to episode 9 of the DC Sports $87 series. If you guys are unfamiliar with the series itself, it's a series where we buy sports cards, try to flip them on consignment at my favorite consignment company in DC Sports 87. So far in this series, we have made a large amount of money. I'll put it in the top corner over here. And this video is going to be very exciting. I've sent some really nice cards. We're heading up towards the NFL season at the moment, so I think it's a great time to be sending in some NFL. I also sent in some NBA stuff that I thought I could get some good flips on, but it's always a scary process because DC Sports obviously use auctions for their consignment, so cards can go over comps, they can go under comps, or they can obviously end right in the middle, but that's all the fun in it, and it always seems to work out in the long run. Before we do start, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. Also hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. Let's make this one of the most liked videos so far from the DC Sports $87 series. All right, let's get started. So the very first card I'm going to show off, the Jaden Daniels Silver Prism. A lot of these cards you guys would have seen in my previous mail days as well. Got this one from my man MBZ Cards. Yeah, the Silver Prisms, there's comps that vary. There's some that go for $200 Australian, $300 Australian. If I got something right in the middle, I would be quite happy. But yeah, it's a really nice card. I could have sent it into grading, but I feel like by the time I got it graded and it would have come back, it probably wouldn't have been worth it unless it got a 10 as well, because again, it's the NFL season. I think it's a great time to be selling at the moment. So let's see what we get here on the Jaden Daniels. So yeah, we get a low amount there. Again, so about $225, I'd say that would be with the fees taken out. This is a hard one as well. So with this submission, in a couple days time or 3 days time at the time of recording, it's actually going to be the National in America. So I was actually hoping this would have got listed a few days before that, but by the time it arrived to DC Sports and by the time it got processed, with the weekend happening and stuff like that, I ended up losing a few more days there as well. So it's going to be a little bit annoying. I'm hoping that, you know, this isn't a bad foreshadowing of what's to come. But anyways, I was kind of hoping for around $200 to $250 for it. We kind of got in the middle there, but was hoping for more so those higher comps. Next card up, the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Immaculate. So this is actually a rookie jersey, player worn back in 2018-19. Paid $140 to $150 Australian for this. There were comps up to around $450 for it, and I don't know how sold they were, but I don't think someone will pay $400 for this in Australia. So I sent it to America and we'll see what we get. If we can beat 150, that is what we want. And we get around $220. So see, there you go. The comps may have been shilled, or again, it might just not have been the best timing. We do get a slight little profit on that as well, which, like I said, I bought it at $150 to $160, but I was hoping for that $400 comp to line up. But yeah, not a bad one there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, immaculate jersey. All right, next up, we have the scariest one. This would be the scariest one. I've been looking at this. So I still, even though like I'm doing a blind reveal now, I still look at the auctions probably until there's about an hour left. And this one I bought for $600 Australian. I feel like it could honestly be like a 4-figure card based on Jalen Williams, Prism Parallels, PSA 10. The silver PSA 10s go for around $300. But when I last looked at it with an hour left, it was trading at $120 US. Now, there's obviously a lot of market. There's a lot of bidding that does happen towards the end. I don't really like bidding on eBay auctions until the end. But regardless, I was like, geez, if it ends for $300, it's the exact same as a silver PSA 10. I will be shattered, and you're going to see it live. So I do think it's worth more than 600, but again, you'd never know an auction. And again, the timing of this auction might not have been the best for me, but I can't control that as well. So we're just hoping to beat $600 Australian. That is around $400 US. Oh God. Oh God. All right, let's go. Deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we lose money on that one. So it's about $500. So that's, yeah, $500. I'd say we lose about $100 to $150 on that one. Look, it could have been worse than that. I just thought it would have sold for more than that. It's probably something I could have held on a little bit longer. Again, the national timing is not helping me at the moment. let's just hope it all evens out and we don't lose money on this submission. That's a little bit annoying. That is an annoying one to kind of have there, but as you guys see, I'm quite transparent with the wins and the losses as well. Quick break in today's video. I know a lot of you guys out there have made some quick money flipping your cards on DCSports87. Why not use some of those profits to buy your very own card case, which you guys can use to bring to card shows. You can also display them at home like I have up there behind me. This one is a 2-row version. It comes with the PSA foam display and you can actually pull it out and display the one touches here if you don't have any PSA slabs as well. Go check them out on my website down below, mattscardshop.com. Let's move on to the next one. We have the Penix Jr. So certified RPA or Tana JA, there's no patch in it. I paid $100 for this one. I don't like going prospecting on second-year quarterbacks. You've got Penix Jr., you've got Bo Nix, Drake May, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy. I don't like going prospecting, but the American card market loves to go prospecting in their first or second year. $100, I feel like when I bought it was a good price. We'll see what it goes for. I'm kind of not sure anymore because of the Jalen Williams. But yeah, people in America will pay for this, and I think these are starting to sort of trend upwards. So let's see how we go. Whoa, okay, so there we go. So we get about $190 down to about $170, $180-ish. So that's a very good flip there. So we're clawing back some of the Jalen Williams there as well. I paid a little bit of extra money to have this one insured. So I think the postage cost you'll see at the end was about $60 to $70. But yeah, we'll take that one. That's a very good flip there, almost doubling my money there. Next up, Trey McBride, 1 RPA. Got this one at the Hobby Hangout XL, paid $60 to someone in person, which was actually the going rate at the time for a Trey McBride 1 RPA. I think obviously you pay a little bit under. I think the value probably would have been about 75 to 80. But again, as the NFL slowly started to tick up and people are getting excited, I think this card is something, you know, a lot of these cards are just kind of going up without me having to do anything. So $60 Australian was the cost. We're looking to beat that with around $40 US. Very nice. Okay, so we get about double. We get about double there. So about $120 Australian down to around 105, 110-ish. Yeah, we'll take that one. We'll take that one for sure. That's about double the money. Again, clawing back to Jalen Williams. We're going to be referring back to that one a fair bit today, I think. All right, the next card up, we have the Ivan Rodriguez Carlton Fisk Topps Definitive Auto to dual on-card auto. This one, yeah, is out of 35. So I paid $70 to $75 for this one. Saw it on a Facebook sale. Didn't even like try to bargain it down. I think I've bought a card of this guy before, and then people would tell me after that Ivan Rodriguez is obviously quite a notable player. I don't watch baseball, but I saw the card itself and thought it was a really good find at around $70 to $75. So we want to take around at least $50 US to break even. Let's see what we do. Wow. Okay, there you go. So we're clawing back the Jalen Williams again. So that's around $200 down to around $180 to $185. So that is a very nice flip there, getting around $100 profit, I'd say, on estimation there. That's really nice. I'm happy to have that one. Next up, we've got a bunch of cards. I'll kind of group them all up from my man Marshall Collectibles. Bought this lot of like NBA, NFL cards from him. I've actually profited on it now. So a lot of these cards I'm just kind of sending in, and whatever I get on it is essentially profit now. So it will make the profit loss number at the end look really favorable for me. But again, when I'm trying to clear out stuff, people like me listing this on eBay, waiting for a sale, shipping it to America or even into Australia as well, it's just too much effort. So if I'm profiting on something, I'm happy to just not think about it and get whatever money I can get and not worry too much about my margins and all that sort of stuff. So Tyrann Mathieu, Prism rookie auto. He was on the Chiefs. He was on the Texans as well. I don't know where he is at the moment. So let's see what we get. Very nice. So we get about $70 there down to around $60 to $65. So that's all clean profit there. So we'll take that. We'll find the other one that he did sell me. It's not that one. It's this one. I think there's another one after this. So we have Justice Hill, Phoenix Dual Patch. This one's out of 25, 11 out of 25. Again, I'll just take whatever money I can get. We get around $5.50 US to anyone new to this series. When you do send cards into DC Sports and they end for less than $10, especially converting into Australia, it would line up almost one to one. So $5.50 would be around $6 or $7 or $5 Australian with the fees taken out. So yeah, it's whatever. I just want to clear it out. We'll find the other card that he sent me as I scroll through, the Harrison Butker. So when I got this one off him, I didn't realize that this was a parallel. I thought it was just like a mosaic auto, just like your plain auto. But then I realized on the back, it's actually 7 out of 25, like jersey numbered, and yeah, out of 25 as well. It's the white parallel. He made some interesting comments, like I'm not going to go into politics or anything like that, but I found that a lot of his cards have been like, people have been wanting them. Yeah, a lot of people like that sort of stuff anyways. And yeah, we'll see what this one goes for as well. We get around $50. So we'll say down to around the low 40s. Again, clean profit there into that lot purchase itself. All right, let's go to this one. Kyle Pitts. So I bought this one with the Michael Penix Jr. I thought this was definitely an interesting card. So I think I paid around $30 for it. The comps were like slightly higher, but Kyle Pitts is a bit of a, hasn't done much since his rookie season. But again, when you kind of like get the timing of this right, people will go prospecting and thinking that Kyle Pitts will have a big fourth year coming up. Yeah, I just kind of sent this one into consignment. Once it came in, I just pretty much sent it in. And I've got like a bunch of cards behind me as well that I'm about to send off as well. So you just got to be kind of quick when it comes to this sort of stuff. So we have the Kyle Pitts out of 49, paid $30 for it. So it's around $20 US. There you go. So more than double my money there. That's about $75 down to around 65 to 70. So that's a very, very good flip there from a $30 purchase there. Clawing back the postage cost, clawing back the Jalen Williams. All right, next up, the Andrew Nembhard. So I bought an Andrew Nembhard sort of lot during the NBA Finals. Pretty much, I think I've only got $20 left for me to profit on this lot. So this card is valued at $20, but I've still got like a bunch of Nembhard cards from the lot itself that I haven't sent off. So I've still got 3 here left. And then these will be essentially for profit if this one crosses the $20 mark. This is actually the lucky envelopes parallel. So it's out of 8. So 4 out of 8, Andrew Nembhard. Let's see what we get. We get $75. So $65 to $70. Again, very, very nice flip there with $20 remaining to kind of profit on the loss itself. So then essentially we're just selling these ones for profit to make back money. Yeah, pretty good flip there. We'll take it. All right, next card up, Deebo Samuel. Got this one from a man, Raiden Collects. He sold me his collection of cards. Another one that I've done, I've kind of profited on. I've just kind of sent more so the bigger cards into consignment. So Deebo Samuel, he's now on the Commanders XR Luminous endorsements on the acetate auto. This card, honestly, like 2-3 years ago would have been like $100 to $150. I don't think it will be anywhere near that. It'd probably be like a $30 to $40 card off the top of my head. So we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, I was off there, but $75. We'll say it's about $65 to $70 there. So very nice one there. We'll go on to the next card. All right, we have the Jaden Daniels Future Stars. It's an unlicensed product, but it is numbered Jaden Daniels, probably the player that people will want to be buying up the most at the moment in terms of the NFL. Future Stars out of 99, profiting on the lot already as well. So this comes to me at like, yeah, no cost at all. So there were no comps of this recently, like in the last sort of like 3 to 4 months. So I don't actually know what it's valued at, but I do know when I bought it from the person, we valued it at around $50 to $60. So again, we'll see how this one does sell. So there, bang on. So $75, you're kind of valuing it at around $50 to $60 to $70, whatever it was I just said. I was pretty much bang on there. So that's where we make our money on the Jaden Daniels. Yeah, unlicensed Future Stars. Can't really do too much about that, unfortunately. Next one up, Jamar Chase. So this is Spectra rookie jersey. I did get this one from Card Hobby. I got actually a very good price. I think I paid like $10 for it. Jamar Chase rookie stuff sells very well. Wide receivers don't get too much hype and attention, but when it comes to a player like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, people will pay big bucks for those sorts of players. So let's see how the Jamar Chase does go. It is numbered out of 60. There you go, from $10 into around $40 to $45. So that is a very, very nice sell there. Very nice flip as well. Not much more to say about that. William Regal, National Treasures Auto. I did buy a little bit of WWE from Card Hobby. Trying not to buy too much from Card Hobby when it comes to WWE because, well, actually not even trying to buy too much from Card Hobby as well. There's two things. Number one, WWE, I'll speak about that. Like, don't have time to list it on my eBay, so it just has to go into consignment. And again, if it's like a single and it's something that you're looking to sell at a profit, you've got to be making some margin there. And then the Card Hobby shipping fees are really high at the moment. So I haven't really been buying too much overseas. It's actually been more local, and luckily with a network, thanks to a lot of the guys that watch the YouTube channel or I've dealt with in the past before, it's not actually too bad to find, too hard to find deals here locally. But yeah, the William Regal paid $10 for this one. We get, I'd say, pretty much break even. So that's probably part of the reason why I won't want to be like buying WWE unless I get it at a very good price. $11, so $15 Australian converted, yeah, down to around $12 to $13. So a little profit there. Next up, Centena Moss. This is from Topps 5-star. I think I paid about $7 to $8 for it. It's an on-card auto. I remember when I bought it, there were some really nice comps, anywhere from like $10 to around $40. It kind of varied. A lot of these older cards, you will find the sales do vary, but it is an on-card order from Topps 5-star. Let's see how we go here. There you go. So a little profit there, $24 converted into around $20, I'd say, of Centena Moss. 3 cards left, Rajon Rondo jersey. This is actually rookie as well. Profiting on this lot. This is from that massive $7,000 collection that I purchased a few months back. Yeah, profiting on this one. I kind of just found it there and I was like, oh, I'll just throw it in as a 20th card. I try to have 20 cards when I send to consignment, so I'm maximizing the amount of stuff that I do send. So yeah, we're just hoping for any amount. $4. We're essentially selling that for $4. It's whatever. It's a smaller card. We go up next to George Springer Bowman Chrome PSA 10. This is another card that I found a while back. Initially, I bought it like 3 years ago at a good price. Bought it for $20, and I think the comps at the time were like $40 to $50, but I've just had it in one of these boxes behind me for a while and then found it and I was like, I'm just sending this in because I just can't be bothered listing on eBay and then losing like 15% with all that effort. Like, I'd rather just focus more so on the mid to high end stuff. With a lot of this low end stuff, I'm just like, whatever, just send it into consignment. Baseball obviously sells well, better in America, so let's see how it does go. We get, yeah, okay, we get about break even, maybe like a slight $1 to $2 profit on the George Springer. So he was on the Astros. I think now he's on the Toronto Blue Jays, if I'm not wrong. I know he at least moved there, but yeah, nothing really I've got to really say about that. And then the last card, the Pat Swilling Spectra Auto. This one is numbered out of 75. Have profited on this lot as well, so I could take any money on this one as well. Yeah, we'll take $8. So converted is about $12 to $13. We'll save the fees. We're looking at around $8 to $9 there. So let's see if we were able to claw back that money on the postage as well as the Jalen Williams, where we took that big L. So maybe we didn't actually do as bad as we thought. Obviously, we have the really bad one here, the Jalen Williams out of 149 Prism. You're losing, 25% of your money just like that. But everything else, I mean, it does obviously get inflated with these numbers with lots that I have profited on, like the Justice Hill, the Deebo Samuel, the Butker. We also have the Swilling, the Rondo, the Jaden Daniels, and the Tyrann Mathieu. So it does make the numbers look obviously quite inflated. But then we had some nice flips there with the Penix Jr. We get $68 from there. The Pitts, we get $32. The Fisk was our biggest profit on that one, $102. McBride that we picked up at Hobby Hangout, we got $42 there. So really nice, steady flips there. And then we had the postage cost, which was actually the most that we've had. It was the most that I've ever had because I actually insured it quite highly. I thought there was at least $1,500 worth of cards in here. I didn't insure it fully, but it was also quite heavy as well with a lot of one touches in there. And a lot of people ask me, like, how expensive is it to post to America? It can be anywhere from $30 to $80. It's based off how fast you want it there, the weight, as well as insurance. So you got to have to weigh up in your own head. I've sent hundreds of packages to America. I've never actually had one lost, and I don't really fully insure them. Touch wood right below me. And the main thing I would just kind of be saying is I just really kind of send express and I insure it. maybe up to about $500. It's just more the weight where I'd say it would dictate more of the actual postage cost for myself. All right, so let's see whether we made a profit or not. I think going up to the top of my head, if I'm doing quick math, we definitely made money. Whether it compares to the other few episodes, and we'll see what we're up to at the moment. So let's move this arrow to the right in 3, 2, 1. There you go. So we made $433. If we didn't have the Jalen Williams there, it'd be like around the $600 mark. So pretty much like on par with the rest of our episodes. Like I'd say, you know, and you're obviously trying to be making money when you're sending into DC Sports. You know, I think last episode we had $200, which was our loss of the season so far, but you're still making money at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know if there's really a set number or a minimum that I'd want to be kind of going for, but we're bringing our total up after 9 episodes to $4,212.68. So again, these numbers aren't always accurate because, like I said, like there's cards there that I've profited on through lots, and it makes the number look really nice. But I guess for the content's sake, people like seeing numbers. So there you go. It's a rough estimation into how much I make when I do send my sports cards into DC Sports. If you guys are enjoying this series and you want to see more DC Sports $87 series, smash the like button down below. Also, make sure you comment down below your thoughts. And if you rode the roller coaster with me, please smash the subscribe button down below if you guys haven't subscribed already. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.